6-year-olds in Japan sweep their classrooms, serve lunch to their classmates, and water the school garden. There are no janitors, no gold stars for cleaning up. And yet, these kids do it, cheerfully, every single day. Why? In most countries, adults handle these chores. In Japan, tiny hands take charge. Here's the twist. Japanese parents don't expect their children to act like mini adults. They know 6-year-olds will spill, forget, or daydream halfway through a task, and that's okay. Instead of punishing or nagging, they let children learn by doing. Messy mistakes aren't failures, they're part of the plan. But let's zoom out for a second. Imagine a morning in a Japanese preschool. The teacher rings a gentle bell. Instantly, the children scatter, not to play, but to grab tiny brooms and dustpans. One child, barely taller than the broom, sweeps a corner. Another carefully wipes down a table, tongue poking out in concentration. No one is bossing them around. No one is bribing them with stickers or treats. The adults simply watch, ready to help if needed, but mostly letting the kids figure it out. Now picture a different scene. In many Western schools, a spilled cup of juice triggers a flurry of adult activity. Teachers rush over, paper towels in hand, cleaning up while the child stands aside. The message is clear. Mistakes are problems for adults to fix. But in Japan, the child who spills is handed a cloth and shown how to wipe it up. It's not a punishment, it's just what you do. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Japanese parents rarely yell or scold when the child misbehaves. Instead, they kneel down, look the child in the eye, and gently explain what went wrong. They know a young child's brain is still learning self-control. So instead of demanding perfect behavior, they guide their children with patience, again and again. This approach isn't just for chores, it's everywhere. At home, a toddler who throws food isn't sent to the corner. The parent calmly picks up the food, hands it back, and says, "Let's try again." In the park, if a child grabs a toy from another, the parent doesn't shame them. They model sharing, using simple words and gestures. Over time, the child learns, not because they're forced, but because they're shown, patiently, what to do. Why does this matter? Because Japanese parents understand something most of us forget. Children's brains are still under construction. Expecting instant obedience or perfect manners is like asking a seed to bloom overnight. It's not possible, and it's not fair. Today, you will discover what Japanese parents understand about children that most of the world misses. You'll see how this mindset shift can transform parenting from a daily struggle into a journey of growth for both you and your child. Hit subscribe now so you don't miss the secrets that could change the way you see your own kids. Picture this, a preschool in Tokyo at lunchtime. Instead of a teacher handing out trays, you see 5-year-olds in tiny aprons lining up to serve curry rice to their classmates. One kid pours, another wipes up a spill. No adult rushes to fix mistakes. The children laugh, help out, and even wash their dishes. Why? Because Japanese parents and teachers believe children thrive when they're trusted with responsibility, even if things get messy. But wait, here's what really sets this apart. In Japan, when a toddler throws a tantrum in a supermarket, parents don't snap, "Stop whining." Instead, you'll hear a calm voice. "You're upset because you can't have the candy. That's hard." The focus isn't on forcing quiet or demanding instant obedience. It's on naming feelings, then waiting for the storm to pass. The adult simply sits nearby, patient and unhurried, while the child's emotions run their course. No bargaining, no punishment, just presence. Elsewhere, you might see parents rushing to reason with their child. They explain, "You can't have candy before dinner because it's unhealthy." But in Japan, adults know that logic doesn't work on an overwhelmed emotional brain. They wait until the child is calm, then and only then do they explain. This small difference changes everything. Instead of frustration, there's understanding. Here's where it gets even more interesting. In Japanese homes, you'll notice very little yelling. Instead, discipline often comes as a quiet correction. If a child snatches a toy, the adult kneels down, looks them in the eye, and says softly, "Let's try again. Can you ask for the toy?" There's no shaming, no "you're being bad." The focus is on guiding, not punishing. But Japanese parents also do something that surprises many outsiders. When a child misbehaves, adults often take partial responsibility. If a kid knocks over a cup, the mother might say, "Oops, we put the cup too close to the edge." The child learns that mistakes are normal, not signs of failure. This attitude lowers shame and helps kids try again instead of hiding their errors. Let's zoom out for a moment. In Japanese kindergartens, you'll see children cleaning floors, watering plants, and organizing their shoes. There's a sense of shared duty. Teachers don't hover or micromanage. Instead, they step back and let children solve small problems together. If a spill happens, a group of kids grabs towels and sorts it out. The message is clear. You are capable and your actions matter. But here's a twist. Japanese parents rarely use rewards or punishments to control behavior. You won't see sticker charts or timeouts. Instead, they rely on something called amai, the deep bond of trust and closeness between parent and child. When a child acts out, the adult draws them closer, not further away. They might hold the child or simply stay nearby, showing that love doesn't disappear when mistakes happen. And in daily life, Japanese parents model patience. If a child struggles to tie their shoes, the adult waits quietly, resisting the urge to jump in. They know that learning takes time and that frustration is part of the process. This patience teaches kids grit and self-control, not because someone demanded it, but because they experienced it firsthand. So, what's the secret here? Japanese parents see childhood as a training ground. Children aren't mini adults. They're learning, experimenting, and yes, messing up. The adults create safe chances for struggle, let kids feel big emotions, and guide them back on track. The result? Less daily conflict, more real growth. Let's zoom in on a single moment inside a Japanese home. Picture this. A 4-year-old girl sits on a tatami mat building a tall tower out of wooden blocks. She's focused, her tongue poking out in concentration. Suddenly, her elbow knocks the tower over. Blocks scatter everywhere. Instantly, her face crumples. Tears well up. She lets out a frustrated wail. In many places, a parent might rush over. Maybe they'd say, "It's okay, don't cry." Or they'd quickly rebuild the tower for her, trying to erase the problem. But in this Japanese home, something different happens. The mother stays where she is, just a few feet away. She doesn't scold, she doesn't fix, she doesn't even hurry to comfort. Instead, she watches, calm and steady. After a moment, she says softly, "That was hard, wasn't it?" Here's where it gets interesting. The mother's voice is gentle. She's not ignoring her child, she's giving her space to feel. The girl sobs, glances at her mom, and then, after a pause, starts gathering the blocks herself. She tries to rebuild. The tower wobbles. It falls again. More tears. Still, the mother waits. Only when her daughter looks up and says, "Help, please," does the mother move closer. Together, they try again, side by side. This is not neglect. It's trust. The mother trusts her child to experience frustration, to feel disappointment, and to try again. She doesn't rush to erase the struggle. She knows that if she always fixes things, her daughter will never learn how to handle tough feelings or solve small problems on her own. Many parents, without realizing it, make a common mistake here. They step in too soon. They say, "Don't cry, it's not a big deal," or "Let me do it for you." The child learns that big feelings are scary or wrong, and that someone else will always fix things. But Japanese parents often do the opposite. They offer steady support, not instant solutions. They let their children feel, try, and even fail, while staying close by as a safe base. There's another detail that might surprise you. In these moments, Japanese parents use very gentle, respectful language. Instead of, "You're being silly," or "Why did you do that?" they say things like, "Let's watch together. Maybe you'll find a new way." Or, "It's okay to feel upset. I'm here." This language sends a message: mistakes are normal and feelings are safe. You might see a grandmother quietly folding laundry nearby, not interfering, but present. Or a father reading a newspaper, glancing up with a small smile, letting his child know he's watching. The adults create an environment where struggle is not something to be avoided, but something to be supported. This approach isn't just for toddlers. In Japanese schools, you'll see teachers pause before stepping in when a child is stuck on a math problem or struggling with a craft. They wait, giving the child time to wrestle with the challenge. Only when the child asks for help or clearly can't move forward does the adult offer guidance. The message is clear: I believe you can try. I'm here if you need me. What's the result? Children learn to tolerate frustration. They learn to ask for help when they really need it, but also to try things on their own first. They don't expect adults to rescue them from every difficulty. Over time, they become more confident, patient, and resilient. So, what do you think about this approach? Would it work in your family or culture? Do you think it would help your child grow, or would it be too hard to watch them struggle? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Let's get practical. How can you actually use these Japanese parenting insights at home, even if you live nowhere near Tokyo? Here's how to start, step by step, with real-life examples you can picture and try today. Step 1. Notice your child's limits and meet them with empathy. Picture this. Your toddler is reaching for a cookie just before dare. Instead of saying, "No, you know you can't have that now," pause, take a breath. Kneel down so you're at their eye level. Softly say, "You really want that cookie, don't you? It's hard to wait when you're hungry." This isn't about letting them have the cookie. It's about showing you understand how hard it is to resist. In Japan, parents often label the feeling first, not the behavior. This helps children learn to recognize their own emotions, which is the first step to self-control. Step 2. Involve your child in real tasks, not pretend ones. In Japanese schools, even 6-year-olds sweep floors and wipe desks. You can do this at home, too. Next time you're folding laundry, hand your child a small towel. Say, "Can you fold this one for me?" If they crumple it or fold it the wrong way, resist the urge to fix it. Smile and say, "Thank you for helping." The goal isn't perfection. It's about teaching responsibility and making them feel like a valuable part of the family. You might even try this at dinner. Let your child set the table, even if the forks end up on the wrong side. Over time, they'll improve, and they'll feel proud. Step 3. Guide, don't control. Imagine your preschooler spills water on the floor. Your first instinct might be to scold or clean it up yourself. But here's what Japanese parents often do. They hand the child a small towel and say, "Let's clean it up together." No shame, no punishment, just teamwork. The child learns what to do next time, and you both avoid a power struggle. This small shift builds confidence and problem-solving skills. But wait, what if your child refuses to help or throws a tantrum? Here's where patience comes in. Japanese parents expect emotional outbursts. They don't see them as failures, but as part of growing up. If your child melts down, stay calm. Say, "I see you're upset. When you're ready, we can try again together." This teaches that mistakes and big feelings are normal and that you're there to guide them through it. Another tip, use routines to build habits. In many Japanese homes, there's a song for cleaning up toys or a special phrase before meals. You can create your own family rituals. For example, sing a short song when it's time to tidy up, or say, "Let's all help each other" before starting chores. Routines make expectations clear and reduce battles. Finally, adjust your expectations. Remember, self-control takes years to develop. Japanese parents don't expect a 3-year-old to sit still for an hour or share every toy. They give gentle reminders, model patience, and trust that skills will come with time. Try this. Next time your child interrupts, instead of snapping, gently say, "I'll listen to you as soon as I finish talking." Over time, your child will learn to wait their turn. You don't need to be Japanese or even change your whole lifestyle to use these ideas. You just need a shift in mindset. Expect your child to feel, fumble, and try again. That's how self-control and responsibility grow. Try one of these steps this week. Watch what happens, not just in your child, but in how you feel as a parent. You might find that the biggest change is in your own patience and confidence, and that's a win for everyone. Let's bring it all together. Japanese parents have a powerful insight. They don't expect their children to act like mini adults. They know that a child's brain is still growing, still learning, and still figuring out how to manage big feelings. That's why their approach is so different and so effective. Instead of demanding instant obedience or perfect manners, they guide their kids gently, step by step. They show patience when a child melts down in public. They kneel down, meet their child's eyes, and speak softly. They don't rush to punish or scold. Instead, they help their child name the feeling. You're upset because the toy broke, right? This simple act, naming the feeling, helps a child calm down. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. When a child feels understood, their brain actually shifts out of panic mode. And here's the real secret. Japanese parents don't just do this once. They do it over and over, every day. They know that learning self-control is like learning to ride a bike. You fall a lot before you get it right. So they offer guidance, not judgment. They set clear boundaries, but they do it with warmth. If a child grabs a toy from a friend, a Japanese parent might say, "Let's try giving it back together," instead of "Don't do that." This small change in language makes a huge difference. It teaches the child what to do, not just what not to do. Now, think about your own parenting. Maybe you've tried to reason with your child during a tantrum. Maybe you've lost your patience when they refuse to listen. That's normal. Every parent has been there. But what if you tried something different? What if, instead of expecting your child to act older than they are, you met them where they are right now? Imagine the relief for both of you. Less yelling, fewer power struggles, more connection. This isn't just about making your child happier. It's about making your life as a parent easier too. When you stop fighting against your child's nature, you start working with it. You become a guide, not a drill sergeant. You build trust, not resentment. And over time, you'll see your child grow, not just in age, but in confidence and self-control. So here's your next step. Try one small change this week. When your child is upset, pause. Get down to their level. Name the feeling. Offer a simple choice, like, do you want a hug or some quiet time? Watch what happens, not just in your child, but in yourself. You might be surprised by how much calmer you feel, and how much more your child listens, simply because they feel heard. Remember, you don't have to be a perfect parent, you just have to be a present one. The real magic happens when you see your child for who they are, right now, and respond with patience and understanding. That's the heart of what Japanese parents do, and it's something any parent, anywhere, can try. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing you want to try this week? Your journey as a parent is always evolving, and we're here to help you every step of the way.